Welcome, and thanks for checking out Cuyahoga DD's Accessing Inclusive Places in Your Community presentation. My name is Morgan Forsyth, and I am a Community Development Specialist at Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities. I'm excited to share all about all the ways we work with the community to help make Cuyahoga County more welcoming, accessible, and inclusive to people with developmental disabilities. We surveyed businesses in the community to see if they were interested in being more inclusive and accessible, and we found that they were interested and willing to make the commitment, but they were missing financial resources to create programs or expand programs and needed financial support to purchase materials and equipment. Therefore, we started offering grant funding. These businesses also shared that they were lacking training. They weren't sure where to start and had a perception that they were lacking skills and knowledge. Therefore, we began offering customized free trainings to meet the needs of each business. Some example topics include Inclusion 101, Disability Etiquette, Customer Service Training, Hiring People with Disabilities, and Providing Accommodations. Lastly, businesses weren't sure how to reach new audiences. Therefore, we created an online resource guide as a way to market to the disability community. We also share businesses' events and programs on our social media, internal communications, and in our e-newsletters. We created an online resource guide of accessible and inclusive places, jobs, and events. You can find this resource guide on our website at www.cuyahogaBDD.org at the bottom of the homepage. This resource guide can be useful to anyone, individuals with and without disabilities, families, caregivers, providers, staff. We want to help everyone find inclusive and accessible places, jobs, and events in our community. I'm going to take you on a small tour. At the bottom of this slide, you'll see three icons: places, events, and jobs. Each of these icons is a button that will take you to a page with more information. The places button will take you to a page that has 7 different categories to choose from: sports, recreation, and exercise, libraries, arts and entertainment, free, parks and playgrounds, advocacy clubs and volunteering, and lastly, food, shopping, and services. Each icon on this page will take you to a list of organizations within that specific category that meets our All Means All standards, which I will talk about later in this presentation. You'll be able to learn more about each organization, see their contact information, address, accessible amenities, and be able to access the organization's website. In our events section of the resource guide, you can click on a date and see what inclusive and accessible events are going on in the community on that specific day. These events may be in person, virtual, free, or may cost money. Some of the events you will have to register for in advance on the organization's page or by calling them. In our jobs section of the resource guide, you can find different job opportunities all over Cuyahoga County from businesses who we have partnered with. These jobs range in location, part-time, full-time, and pay. You can sort the jobs by location, title, and you can also type in the search what type of job you are looking for. Click a specific job posting to learn more about this opportunity. We reach out to businesses in the community and help them become more inclusive and accessible, and help connect them to people with disabilities and people who support them. All Means All is 5 steps towards inclusion that we work with businesses to meet. All of the organizations in our resource guide meet these standards. They are inclusive, accessible, and welcoming businesses. The 5 steps to All Means All are: 1. Registration or ordering is simple. 2. The business has a visible inclusion or accommodation statement. 3. Staff have completed customer service training on disability awareness and inclusion. 4. The physical space and environment of the business is universally accessible. 5. the business has hired or expressed a strong interest in hiring a person with a developmental disability. Cuyahoga DD is investing in the community and offers 3 grant opportunities to organizations that are interested in expanding access, accommodations, and programs to increase inclusion of adults and visitors with developmental disabilities. One of these grants is for arts and cultural organizations. Our second grant offering is for sports and recreation organizations. Through these partnerships, our goal is to improve accessibility, depth, and breadth of opportunities offered, and ultimate inclusion in Cuyahoga County's community by adults with developmental disabilities. Cuyahoga DD's third grant offering is the Library Grant Program. We partner with Cuyahoga County libraries to provide inclusive and adaptive programming for children and adults of all abilities. Programs and events feature themes of diversity, inclusion, we are more alike than different, and kindness. Each library is matched with one of Cuyahoga DD library program facilitators, who is a person with a developmental disability who co-leads a set number of programs alongside a library staff. Through this partnership, library program facilitators have an opportunity to further develop and showcase their talents, be seen in a leadership role, gain work experience, build self-confidence, and earn income. In turn, library staff, visitors, and program participants see a person with a developmental disability in a leadership role and connect with and learn about that person through storytelling and other activities. A reasonable accommodation is an adjustment made to allow someone with a disability to participate. Some reasonable accommodations include ASL interpreter, printed transcripts, assistive listening devices, a quiet area, and a sensory kit. The Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, has made great strides for businesses and places in the community. The ADA sets the minimum standards for access. We encourage you to advocate for yourself and request reasonable accommodations when you need them. We work with businesses in Cuyahoga County to be more inclusive and accessible. And we'd like to hear from you if you've had a great experience or a not so great experience in the community. If you have questions or would like to learn more information, please contact Janet Keeler, Cuyahoga DD's Division Manager of Community Development. Thank you so much.